All right, broski, it's T and I'm back with a new video. It's Jason Blaha, Strength and Fitness broski, and it's on Team Blaha client Demi Bomba Clot. A full week of inflammatory training, inflammation. Full week of inflammation. Training for Powerlifter. Part 29. Let's review this video.
You're going to notice for now, I'm really only using
I'm just going to skim through it really quick, see what's going on here.
Michelle and Demi for these, and it's mainly because
I guess these are the only two clients he has left. The rest have fakely abandoned him, or they told him they would give him a copyright if he kept using their material. So you got Michelle and Demi, who have yet to find out that Jason Blaha has been exploiting them, putting them on YouTube, on his channel.
I oversaturated vlogs for a long time. The views went way down on them, and quite frankly, I think people got bored.
He oversaturated. They get bored very quickly. Yes, Jason Blaha, people don't want to see you lifting. You have to have a variety. And the truth is, I like listening. I prefer listening to you talk about stuff because it's funny. This lifting shit is boring, I'm telling you. Even if I were to make lifting videos, I'd have to try to make them so entertaining to get people to watch because they're boring as fuck.
Of the training vlogs, right? My vlogs get way more views than my clients at this point. And there's an enormous library. There are hundreds and hundreds of client vlogs. So
if your vlogs are getting more views, then why would you stop doing them?
I just haven't been concerned with doing some of them, and I've actually told a couple clients who want to do them, I don't really need that many. A couple of vlogs a week, really, that's all I need. And that seems to be enough to keep people satisfied. I've kind of settled in on two people who are quite a bit different in the way that I train them at the moment, right? Who I have agreed to do long-term vlogs with. So I'm going to kind of keep them in the rotation. So with Demi, right?
So he's going to keep them in the rotation in the blogs. Some of the popular people, the only two that haven't copyrighted him, I guess.
Now, we've transitioned over. He just wants to get really jacked, focus on body composition, size, and then next year we may ease back into some meets coming up. Again, he's just...
So Demi wants to get very inflamed. He wants to keep him very jacked, which in real terms, in the real world terms, means to keep him inflamed, constantly in inflammatory response. A week of inflammation. Yes.
Finishing up his doctoral thesis. So again, it's been stressful. And, and that does happen with clients. We originally came on for powerlifting, and then he's like, man, I'm really enjoying the change in my physique.
This poor guy is doing all these movements. This is like complete full body movement. He's throwing the weight up. He did some bench press.
Let's just get real jacked. And the beauty of that is you still get strong.
Yeah, you'll get good at lifting those weights because your body adapts. What does it adapt with? Think about this. If you're not getting bigger, if you're not getting more real muscle, okay, you're getting an inflammatory response, but you're not getting real muscle doing this, then okay, so your body's giving you an adaptation and you find that you can constantly lift heavier. What is that adaptation attributed to? You'd have to try to look for it in science. If you typically want to find an answer. I'm not saying, look, I already know what it is, and I don't necessarily need to look in science, but it's kind of obvious. But I'm just saying, what would be that adaptation they correlated to in science? Well, it's simple. When you look it up, in NCBI, it tells you myocytic androgen receptor controls that strength, but not the mass of the limb muscles. So if the myocytic androgen receptor controls that force production that you're getting there, lifting that weight off the floor, then that must mean that it's giving you more of them so that the androgens have somewhere to bind, giving you more of that force production. Now, what type of strength is that? And I'll explain this really quick again. So a car falls on a lady's child. The lady panics, she goes up to the car, and she lifts the car off the kid, a 6,000-pound car off a child. Now, Is she strong? What allowed her to lift that car off the child? Well, I'll tell you, it's a very powerful molecule. You understand me? Yeah, it's adrenaline, bro. Her body released an adrenaline hormone. It bound with the myocytic androgen receptors, and she was able to lift that car off that child. So that is an extremely powerful hormone. Now, they bound with her original androgen receptors. That's how powerful that hormone is. So in emergency, she was able to lift that car. Now, you're not releasing adrenaline. You're producing testosterone and some other hormones, and they're binding with the androgen receptor. But in this type of training, you're trying to get more of these androgen receptors so that they bind to it, giving you more of that force production. You understand me? So, is that strength based on physical muscular strength? Like in the physical world, you can feel objects, you can touch them and feel them. No, absolutely not. So, a little guy that practices at lifting a heavy weight, like an ant, they can lift 10 times their weight because their body is made up of 75% muscle. Our body is only 40%. So, does that mean that that ant is stronger than you? That a bigger person, a bigger object? No, of course not. Look, a bigger person is always going to be stronger than the little guy who lifts that weight. It's just like that, bro. So these little guys that run around the gym and say, look, I can lift a heavy weight. I try to show off to the big guys. I'm a strong guy. You're not a strong guy. That they don't see you as a strong guy. Like I said, when you walk around in public, they only see you how they see you. If they see you like a little guy walking in the street, just because you could lift a heavy weight, they see you like a little guy, like that little ant. They step on you like cockroaches. I'm not joking, bro. In the real world, they don't see anything. They just see your physical look. Women are attracted to big, tall, strong guys. They are not attracted to short, small, strong guys. Get it? They're attracted to big, tall, strong guys. Yeah. I guess people, they just still don't understand this. Plus, lifting weights in the gym is not going to make you more pretty, especially if you're eating plant foods. They'll make you more ugly. Yeah.
No one ever gets weaker because they gain some
It will age your face. Lifting repetitively will age your face because it accelerates aging and it shows up mostly in your face. You understand me? Yeah.
muscle. Okay, no one gets weaker because they gain some muscle. And look at the difference right there versus how he looked when we started. You know?
Yeah, look at the difference how he looks there when he started. What does he look? He looks exactly the same body he was born with. What are you talking about? He's lifting, what is that, 10, 20-pound weights over his head? These are moderate lifts.
Keep in mind, he's a tall guy. It's hard to fill his frame out, but we are filling it out.
He's not getting any better. Look, man, natural people are not going to get any better at lifting these things. I'm telling you, they're just aging themselves, doing this repetitively. Again, man, to build muscle, you have to do something very specific to build muscle, and you'll get more physically stronger. Weights will feel lighter, and you don't have to constantly practice at lifting a heavy weight, but you do have to practice at trying to build muscle on your body, real muscle, so that you are consistently strong. You understand me? You could go away from a gym for a long time. Hell, you could just go away and keep coming back and still lifting the same weight. Yeah, look, 150-pound body is if you build 100 or 250-pound body, it will always be stronger than your 190-pound body. You understand me? So, what you couldn't lift or could have lifted at 190, you could do it at 250 consistently without practicing doing it. For example, if you could already do 500-pound squats, a deadlift, and any other exercises, overhead, whatever, presses at a heavy, moderate weight, you'll always be able to do it, and you don't have to practice at it at 250-pound real muscle. I'm not talking about inflammatory muscles, sarcoplasmic or fake muscle, juice muscles, water muscles, whatever, creatine muscles, all this bullshit. I'm talking about real myofibrillar growth. You don't have to practice at doing it if you actually build real muscle. Yes. Yes, I'm not kidding, man. I'm not joking.
And if anything, he's now leaner. And this is a completely drug-free guy who is not an advanced lifter. We don't have to imagine he probably looks real thick. So we're seeing really good progress here. He's enjoying it, so we're just going to run with it. So his 2 upper body days, he lost the footage by accident of the second lower, so we still do an upper lower. I do run different lifts on his 2 upper days because he's wanting to get some variation. He likes.
See, this guy is just concentrating on lifting. His whole the whole gambit is he gave up on trying to build his body. What he's trying to build is getting better at lifting, and you have to consistently practice at keeping up those lifts. But if you build a body, you don't have to practice at consistently lifting because you'll be muscularly stronger and those lifts will constantly feel lighter. You don't have to practice at them. But these people are in limbo practicing hell. That's why I laugh. I say a week of training hell, or inflammatory, a week of inflammatory training. Why do I say that? Because that's all they're really doing. Look, if you're simply practicing and getting good at getting these androgen receptors for that force production, what exactly are you doing there? Well, you're practicing at a week of inflammatory training. That's what it is. You understand me? Yeah, you will get better at lifting, but it is a week of inflammation consistently because they're doing this chronically, consistently. Is that good for you? Hell no. It's a bad type of inflammation. It's like a factory worker or a coal miner working in a coal mine. Yeah, that's why their life is shortened. It's cut short.
These are the different equipment he has at home versus the other gym. So he's been splitting the workouts up. So you guys see that we do football bar and standing.
Because lifting does not build muscles. I guess people just don't understand. That piece of metal on the bar does not build your body, put muscles on your body. You understand me? Muscles put muscles on your body, not weights.
There, whereas we do some flat bench and we do incline bench at the commercial gym. And we do a lot of doing it with safety bar squats with some.
This is pure failure, man.
Conventional deadlifts.
With HPE GreenLake, we have access to supercomputing to power AI at the scale we need.
I have an idea. This blender for your dad's birthday.
Okay, here's an idea. Split with friends in the RBC mobile app divides the cost.
Major weakling for him. We started on benching, so we've
more benching, Jesus.
Doubled down on tricep training. For his torso, a lot of rowing, a lot of pressing. We have multiple types of presses. We push hard.
More rowing, and it's just flim-flam rowing and pressing. Like, there isn't anything behind it. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna keep rowing in hopes of something might happen. Yeah, it's crazy training, bro. Oh, I'm just gonna row for whatever reason, and then they go home and they eat a bagel with cream cheese and have a glass of water or some shit, or a glass of orange juice, whatever. Some weird food with a lot of sugar in it and crap and garbage, and they're weird protein powders like Mike O'Hearn, some gobbledygook.
So then, at the end, we want to come in and hammer those arms.
Like, no real effort put in there to build muscle. They're just so busy trying to get good at lifting weights. Look, if you work at any heavy job, you have to get good at lifting shit, even boxes off the floor in factories, bro. So it takes practice. That's why people do not like lifting, because they, in these factories, in these jobs, doing these heavy job work, this heavy work, these jobs, because they know it doesn't get them anywhere. It just wears them out. It's a week of inflammation. You understand me? It's garbage.
Right, we want to hammer the shoulder, your arms, some direct arm work, and just
more arm work.
We just want to come in and get
more arm
really
work.
Good pump. All right.
Now he's doing squats. My God, he's doing like everything. This is crazy.
For lower body course, we
it
do
doesn't even do that much to really cause destruction to the muscle fiber, to even get it in a position to really grow now, where you go and eat and make it grow. This is nothing. This is like flim flammy. That's why you do low reps and you just get good at getting these androgen receptors for more force production, but you haven't gotten muscularly stronger, so the weights feel light consistently, so you don't have to keep coming in and practicing. How do you build something where you don't have to come in and keep fucking practicing at lifting something because it'll go away in 10 days? What do you have to do? Think about that. Ponder that thought, man.
Bar because he's had some
This is a waste
key
of
for
time.
him and just pushing.
now. Cripeys. This is such a waste of time, I'm telling you. Doing presses. And it's flim flammy. His workout is flim flammy. Look at this.
All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys next time.
It's just useless training, man. It's crazy. Yes, client Demi, a week of inflammation for a power lifter. See you in the next one. Tell what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. Ciao, my friends. Accelerated aging. A week of inflammation and accelerated aging.